What's up, good people? Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. I hope everybody's having a great day. It has been good day. You know, any day that I am on this side of the dirt is a good day. Any day that I can get up and have work to do is a good day. Anything else, I can deal with. So, been working. I'm getting my garden out there. Look at that. Doesn't that look nice right there? Working on the screened-in porch. Although I think I'm going to leave the screens off of it, doing some siding and things on there, and doing some other things, trying to make the place look good here for the spring. Memorial Weekend, they're going to be having an event at the cemetery here, which was started like 1790, I think it is. I think there's some Revolutionary War soldiers and Civil War soldiers that are buried over there, as well as the woman who sold the land to William Brown here at the house. So the city is going to have something there, and I'm talking to them about having some kind of thing here with the red brick house as well, for Memorial Weekend as well. It's funny because I had hoped to have been finished last year at Memorial Weekend, but there was so much to do and things. I'm glad we didn't try and rush through just to say it's done. I'm glad of all the things that we ended up doing with it. It has been incredible. So, I don't know about you. I'm still old school, and I'm kind of slow getting to the party. Now YouTube is evolving now where you're getting the faceless content where it's AI generated. And it's funny because if you see Video IQ has AI generated titles and AI generated thumbnails. And you can always tell which ones are the AI generated thumbnails. What's funny is they always tell you that thumbnails are important. And every time I work on trying to do a thumbnail that's different, it doesn't get the same views as it does having... I know this sounds crazy. Most of the times I am just using the ones that are automatically generated from YouTube. And what I'm also noticing now is AI is doing kind of clickbait titles and thumbnails and stuff. And when you kick on them, there's nothing I hate worse than listening to an AI generated voice. The Dallas Cowboys are one team that is predicted to have a rough go of it for the 2024. It's like, dude, seriously, if you're going to start a YouTube channel, at least talk on it. Everybody is so freaking lazy. Oh, let me get a computer to do my work for you. What happened to hard work? Seriously. I didn't even watch the video of this AI generated discussion on the Cowboys, that the Cowboys are going to have a rough go of it. Stop letting machines replace you, people. Seriously. All right. I am going to be I wish I had brought my tripod out here because I'm kind of tired. Let me see. There we go. It's sitting on the trash can. Okay. I'll be the first one to say I've been crying about the Dallas Cowboys' lack of activity this offseason. But here's one thing that we don't know. And this is what I want you to think about. Think about this for a second. Remember last year when the Giants signed Darren Waller? I finally remember. Darren Waller from the Raiders. Great tight end. Just had a problem staying healthy. And remember when we let Dalton Schultz go, right? In free agency. Talking heads said, oh my God, great move for the Giants. They've got an incredible tight end. They said about the Dallas Cowboys. Oh man, Dallas Cowboys, they're letting go of a security blanket. Dalton Schultz is a great tight end, and the Cowboys are going to miss having Dalton Schultz, right? Because we went with Jake Ferguson, who only had like 280 yards in receptions his rookie year. On the outside, in the emotion of that time, you looked and said, the Cowboys screwed up. You have a proven starter right there. Why didn't they pay the guy? In the end, Jake Ferguson had a better season than Dalton Schultz. There was no loss in production there, right? The only loss there was, no, honey, I'm not talking to the trash can. She's literally thinking I'm talking to the trash can. She says I talk to brick wall. She said he can literally talk to a brick wall. She's not seeing the camera sitting here in front of me. My wife thinks I'm crazy. Well, then again, she also used to call me Crazy Mark. But think about that for a second. We could have paid Dalton Schultz $31 million. And Dalton Schultz would have been here and been our tight end. And we would have had probably about the same amount of production. Although I will say Jake Ferguson seems like he has better hands to me and makes better plays going down the field. And he's younger. Oh, and he's a lot cheaper because he's on his rookie deal. Okay. Darren Waller, he didn't really make a difference on the Giants. You can't say that the moves that the Giants made last year paid off because they went from being a playoff team to being ass. Boom. Right? That's just an example. So, what if letting go Dorrance Armstrong? Because, see, we had the same scenario with Dorrance Armstrong. It's just moved on to another guy. We had Randy Gregory, who people said, oh my God, you got to hold on to Randy Gregory, man. He's got all kinds of potential and he's a beast and everything else. He goes on, he gets paid $75 million from Denver. We held on to Dorrance Armstrong, signed him to a 2-year, $13 million deal. He had better production than Randy Gregory. Yeah. So what if the Cowboys, who know their guys, who believe in homegrown talent, look and say Sam Williams is ready to take the next step with Mike Zimmer as the coach, and he's going to be better than Dorrance Armstrong? What if those kind of things are there with the team? What if they look and say Brock Hoffman is ready to go ahead and take his lumps and will be better than Biotish? What if they look and they say Goldston or Fiocco can be our Dante Fowler? What if they say, our rookie class didn't really get much of an opportunity last year because we did have veterans and they were injured? What if they look and say Overshone is ready to go ahead and take a step and to be one of the really good linebackers, and having Eric Kendrickson here who can help mentor him and work in the rotation right there with Damone Clark as well, that maybe we actually have a better situation at linebacker? And getting back, Deron Bland now having another year, to grow. He's good at being a pick magnet. Now we work on his coverages. And we've got Diggs coming back, who can be as good, if not better, than Stephon Gilmore, who's getting older. And Stephon Gilmore might still come back. What if these things come to fruition and it ends up being we have a good draft? I don't know that we have as rough a time as we think, because here's what I say. I've been here before with the Eagles signing all kinds of players, okay? Here's what I know. The Eagles defense, even having the players that they drafted, the amount of picks that they spent on getting Jordan Davis, they got Jalen Carter and all those guys and things. I know that they've lost guys like Hargrave, that they've lost Hassan Reddick, and they've lost Fletcher Cox on a defense that was not good last year. Their secondary is not good. And they're changing a defensive coordinator again another year. So there's a learning curve. They got Kellen Moore. And here's the thing. I don't know that Kellen Moore is going to be able to work with Jalen Hurts. Because, see, Jalen Hurts, the thing that I see with Jalen Hurts is, and I'm not trying to be, this is not the hater in me. This is what I see with Jalen Hurts. And Eagle fans, you can be mad at me all you want, but tell me I'm lying. Jalen Hurts instantly, his instinct is, as soon as he gets that ball, if somebody is not there right now, he's bailing and running. He's bailing and running. Now, they say he didn't hurt his knee. That's some bullshit. We know he didn't have surgery on the knee. So do we know that his knee is 100%? Do we know that he is going to be able to get back to running the football the way he was, which is key on his game, kind of like it was with RG3? Do we know these things for sure? I don't think we do. The Giants, they're trash. The Commanders, yeah, they've spent a lot of money and everything else, but they still don't have a quarterback. And there's no guarantee that these quarterbacks that are going to be drafted here in the draft are going to amount to anything. We've seen years where you've had Marcus Mariota and Jameis Winston and not do anything. We've seen years where it was Trevor Lawrence, Zach Wilson, and Trey Lance that were the first 3 picks in the draft. And you can't honestly say that, Trevor Lawrence is, the next Peyton Manning. So, as far as the Cowboys having a rough go, yes, we've got a first place schedule, which is not going to be easy. But right now, San Francisco, we saw what happened to the Eagles after losing in the Super Bowl. I got dirt in my eye. The Eagles losing in the Super Bowl. Do we think that San Francisco is not going to have a step back? They got issues right now with Brandon Ayuk, wants to go ahead and get paid. You're beginning to see Deebo Samuels is a guy who's beginning to get injured more with his physicality style of play. And Trent Williams is getting up there in age. They may be taking a step back. So, AI, F you. You don't know any more than anybody else. Oh, boy. All right, you good people. Let me get the rest of my stuff packed up in here. Feel good about what I got done today. Got time on my live stream with my people, which is always important to me. And I woke up next to the woman of my dreams. And feel good about all of those things. Peace out.